Hello children, we have come to the last lesson of geography, that is lesson number 6, major landforms of the earth. You must have seen some of the landforms features as shown in this picture. You will notice that the surface of the earth is not the same everywhere. The earth has an infinite variety of landforms. Some parts of the lithosphere may be rugged and some are flat. The landforms are a result of two processes. One is internal process and another one is external process. You will be amazed to know that the ground you are standing on is slowly moving. Within the earth, the continuous movement is taking place. Now let us see what is internal and external process. Internal process leads to the upliftment and sinking of the earth's surface at several places. External process is a continuous wearing down and rebuilding of the land's surface. Erosion and deposition. The wearing away of the earth's surface is called erosion. The surface is being lowered by the process of erosion and it is rebuilt by the process of deposition. These two processes are carried away by running water, ice and wind. Broadly, we can group different landforms depending on elevation and slope as mountains, plains and plateaus. Now let us learn the first landform, mountains. A mountain is any natural elevation of the earth's surface. The mountains may have a small summit and a broad base. This is considerably higher than the surrounding area. Some mountains are even higher than the clouds. As you go higher, the climate becomes colder. In some mountains, there are permanently frozen rivers of ice and they are called as glaciers. There are some mountains you cannot see as they are under the sea. Because of the harsh climate, less people live in the mountain areas. Since the slopes are steep, less land is available for farming. Mountains may be arranged in a line which is known as range. Many mountain systems consist of a series of parallel ranges extending over hundreds of kilometers. Example, Himalayas, Alps. In Asia, Europe, mountains are vary in their heights and shape also. There are three types of mountains: fold mountains, bluff mountains and volcanic mountains. The fold mountains. The Himalayan mountains and the Alps are young fold mountains with rugged relief and high conical peaks. The Aravalli range in India is one of the oldest fold mountain systems in the world. The range has considerably worn down due to the processes of erosion. The Appalachians in North America and the Ural Mountains in Russia have rounded features and low elevation. They are very old fold mountains. Block mountains. Block mountains are created when large areas are broken and displaced vertically. The uplifted blocks are termed as horst and the lower blocks are called graben. The Rhine Valley and the Vosges Mountains in Europe are the examples of such mountain systems. Volcanic mountains. Volcanic mountains are formed due to the volcanic activity. Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mount Fujiyama in Japan are examples of such mountains. Uses of mountains. Mountains are very useful. The mountains are a storehouse of water. Many rivers have their sources in the glaciers in the mountains. Reservoirs are made and the water is harnessed for the use of people. Water from the mountains is also used for irrigation and for generation of hydroelectricity. The river valleys and terraces are ideal for cultivation of crops. Mountains have a rich variety of flora and fauna. The forests provide fuel, fodder, shelter, and other products like gums, raisins, etc. Mountains provide an idyllic site for tourists. They visit the mountains for their scenic beauty. Several sports like paragliding, hang gliding, river rafting, and skiing are popular in the mountains. The next landform is plateau. A plateau is an elevated flat land. It is a flat-top tableland standing above the surrounding area. A plateau may have one or more sides with steep slopes. The height of the plateau often varies from few hundred meters to several thousand meters. Plateaus, like mountains, may be young or old. The Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateaus. The East African Plateau in Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda and the Western Plateau of Australia are other examples. The Tibet Plateau is the highest plateau in the world with a height of 4,000 to 6,000 meters above the sea level. Uses of plateaus. Plateaus are very useful because they are rich in mineral deposits. As a result, many of the mining areas in the world are located in the plateau areas. The African plateau is famous for gold and diamond mining. In India, huge reserves of iron, coal and manganese are found in the Chota Nagpur plateau. In the plateau areas, there may be several waterfalls as the river falls from a great height. In India, the Hundra Falls in the Chota Nagpur Plateau on the river Subarnarekha and the Geog Falls in Karnataka are examples of such waterfall. The lava plateaus are rich in black soil that are fertile and good for cultivation. Many plateaus have scenic spots and are of great attraction to tourists. The next landform is plain. Plain are the large stretches of flat land. They are generally not more than 200 meters above sea level. Some plains are extremely level, others may be slightly rolling and undulating. Most of the plains are formed by rivers and their tributaries. The rivers flow down the slopes of mountains and erode them. They carry forwarded the eroded material. Then they deposit their load consisting of stones, sand and silt along their courses and in their valleys. It is from these deposits that plains are formed. Generally, plains are very fertile. Construction of transport network is very easy. These plains are very thickly populated regions of the world. Some of the largest plains made by the rivers are found in Asia and North America. For example, in Asia, these plains are formed by the Ganga and the Brahmaputra in India. Plains are the most useful areas for human habitation. There is great concentration of people as more flat land is available for building houses as well as for cultivation. Because of the fertile soil, the land is highly productive for cultivation. In India, the Indo-Gangetic plains are the most densely populated regions of the country. Landforms and the people. Humans have been living on different kinds of landforms in different ways. Life is difficult in mountainous area. Plains provide much better condition. It is easy to grow crops, build a house or a road in a plain than a mountain. Sometimes natural calamities such as earthquake, volcanic eruptions, storms and floods cause widespread destruction. Huge loss of life and property takes place. By creative awareness about such incidents, we may lower the risk. You may find out from your own surroundings in how many ways we use the land and water. Quite often, we use the land in a wasteful manner. For example, constructing houses on a fertile land. Similarly, we throw garbage on land or in water, making them dirty. We should avoid using such important gifts of nature in a careless manner. The available land is not only for our use, it is our duty to leave the earth a better place for future generation as well as. Thank you, children.